before you deliver.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Burrow. A quick throw, but incomplete. The Rams and Cardinals, they met 3 times a season ago. They each won in the other's building in the regular season. The Cardinals 37-20 in Week 4, and the Rams in Week 14 on Monday night would win it 30-23. And then, of course, they would also meet in the first ever Monday night wild card game, the final game of the first Super Wild Card weekend. And the Rams kicked off their title run with a 34-11 win at SoFi.
11 mighty. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
On 3rd down, Burrow. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And the Rams at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. So the completion good for 7 there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
11.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
12. 11, Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. This is caught by Evans. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
11.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Burrow looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Joe Burrow. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Rams use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
McPherson set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20.
1-1, ready?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
On 1, ready?
They'll go again to Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here we go.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Burrow will throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Burrow. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Up the middle, Jones. taken down at the 42.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Here we go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
11 empty. 11.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
McPherson set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question, is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shots on the old bandwagon, because this team has rebounded.
And he makes it all the way down to the 19. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And this defense, Charles, bottom half of the league against the run. That's not going to help their average.
Not at all. And when you're getting ready to play against them, in your scouting report, you're actually counting on a certain number of big-time runs against them. They've given them up all year.
12.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
the play fake. He'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Agnew now to return. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
On one, ready?
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
12.
A give to Jones. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
On one,
The
ready?
run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Thomas.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
114 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll set up to throw.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare.
Here we go.
The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
On one, ready?
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. Stop.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's got some space here. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
11.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And now here's a carry heading left. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here we go, here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Gun.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
11.
In motion goes the tight end. On 2nd and 12, Burrow. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
11 mighty.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Cards have retaken a third-quarter lead. And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
They're going to run it left. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
At their own 38-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here we go.
The give is to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
143 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. Touchdown! Touchdown, LA! Mike Evans, 37 yards. And the Rams are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Down to about the 22 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here we go.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
11.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
In motion is Grant. On play action, they'll throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
145 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The center receiver in motion to the right. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 21.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. On 3rd, here's an option play right. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Boy, so that likely would have forced a 4th down were it not for the penalty. Instead, a gift of 15 yards.
And that's a tough way to get a gift, isn't it? But the yardage, secondary to what you just described. The big result, a free 1st down.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Handoff out of the gun.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
McPherson's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Gun.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11.
They go play action with Burrow. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Airing this one out for Evans. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kxng Doc makes a pick, and the Cards will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to run now. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Now you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Ready?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw pulled in by Kittle.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here is another interception. And the Cardinals will take over possession here up at the 44. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Slot man moves right. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. An